It's been a while since I've made one of these. It's August 4th right now, um, and I'm going to be presenting on July 3rd through the 16th. I made this presentation a few weeks ago, so bear with me if I don't remember everything. We'll figure this out together. But welcome back. We're going to go over weeks 4 and 5 of Seattle. We have my family, friends, me, and me again. Oh yes, who will we be featuring in today's video? We will um, see my dad, my brother, Danny, Kaylin, Raina, and the two interns that I work with, Olivia and Katie. So get excited. July 4th weekend. That was literally a month ago. Um, gosh, what did I do? Um, well, we can see from the background that I clearly went hiking that weekend. And let's see, I believe it was that Friday where my dad was flying into, or dad and little brother were flying into Seattle to spend time with with me for the 4th of July weekend. So on Friday, I think, yeah, Friday morning, I drive down to the airport and I pick up my dad. But my little brother wasn't coming in until like a few hours later. So we like go to like REI, check out some of the stores, we go to Target, and we're just like, waiting until my little brother comes in. He finally flies in, and oh yeah, I pick him up. We're all together. See, we're all together. We go get some food. We go to the climbing gym. I wonder if I have that in here. Oh yes, see, this is us getting food. This is us at the climbing gym, and then oh, later that day we went to uh, Din Tai Fung with Danny and Kaylin, and so this is like right outside. And then that night we played board games all night, like until like super late. We got this new board game about like cats and knocking things over, where you have like little like tweezers and you like place your cat on a high surface and you gotta like knock over a thing and you have to like make it land. It was fun. And then there was this other game called Flip 7, which was like a cooler version of Blackjack. That was also fun. And then there was this like license plate game, like vanity plates, I think. Also fun. Um, Shout out to Danny for getting all the board games, and shout out to Kaylin for showing up. Do I have a picture of her? Yeah, see, look. I think I went a little too far ahead. Um, the next day, oh yes, we were up very late playing board games. But the next morning, on 4th of July, my family wanted to go on a hike. Actually, I have this prepared. I will show you what hike. We wanted to do um, the Snow Lake Trail. And so it was like, I don't know, like 6 miles. You just follow the black line. But we went, instead of like going this like normal route, we went around here. I can't really see it too well on the screen. But like we went like up the cliffs and then we came across. And then we met up with the trail. And then we made it to Snow Lake. It was like 12 miles of hiking. It was lots of fun. Um, yeah, this is us back there. What else did we do? Um, oh, we went to a sandwich place. I hope my audio is recording. I haven't done this in a while, so I haven't checked if my audio is connected. I hope it is. Anyway, let me continue. We go to a sandwich place, we get sandwiches. We go to Salt and Straw to get ice cream. And then I was so tired. I was I was out of it because we were up late. We had to get up early and do a hike. We ended up going to some stores like I don't know. I think it was like Goodwill and REI. Yeah. Oh, then we got some food. I think. I don't know. It's been a while. No, I just said we went to a sandwich place. We go back to the apartment, right? The house. And my dad cooks up some food. We eat. And then I'm like so tired. I don't want to go see fireworks. And we end up staying inside and playing more board games until really late. And the next morning, I had to wake up early to go drive them down to the airport to drop them off. But it was such a nice weekend to like spend with my family. And then I dropped them off, and then they left. But this whole time during this entire weekend, Kaylin came down, or I guess she came up from Bend, Oregon, and it was so much fun. It was honestly so much fun to have her like show up for the weekend, and we all like got to spend time together, and we all like hung out together, like um Danny, her, and I. It was great. Um, yeah. What did we do? Oh yeah, I dropped my I dropped my family off at the airport, and then I drove all the way back to the house to pick them up, and then wait, no, did I drive? I did drive. I picked them up, and then we drove all the way to a. Hello, Danny. Danny's looking at me. We drove all the way to yeah, in a little bit. Hold on, let me finish this. Drove to Lake 22, and we did a hike, and it was a beautiful hike. And I was pretty tired. But also, Kaylin had her flight later that day, so we had to like quickly do the hike and then like leave so that she could make it for her flight. But she like kept stopping, so minus points for that. But after our hike, you can see um, I was a little tired. Ankles were giving out, but you can see how beautiful it was. And then we got food afterwards. Mmm, this was good. Still remember it. And then dropped Kaylin off at the airport, and then went back to the house and went to sleep. Very long and exhausting weekend filled of much fun. Well, what's next? Oh yes. What do I do at work? Well, if you can see here, I take OChem notes. No, that was just me. No, that was just me when I was bored. What do I do? Um, this day, whenever it was, probably July 7th, we had an all staff meeting. So all the staff showed up for a meeting. And then we had a little trivia competition, and with all the staff there. Look, Marcus and Olivia. Number 5. Oh, there's Katie. Katie and Victoria. Um, I have notes here to like talk about what I'm supposed to talk about, because like I forget after so long, and it says include both weeks and then finish with the last weekend. I don't remember. I don't remember what that includes. Oh yes, this is me taking my OChem notes during the all staff meeting. And then there's Katie. She's the other intern. Yeah, always up to something. What else? Um, Dunning-Kruger effect. This was me at that time, a month ago. I'm like somewhere over here now, which is pretty cool. I made like we had one meeting and I made like a big jump. Anyways. Oh, yes, the light rail was down because of a gas leak one day. And so everyone had to get off and hop on the bus, and I got home very late that day. This was me, kind of peeved because I get home late anyways, and I had to get home even later. Honestly, I don't even remember what I was gonna say here. That's just that's just me. Oh, I've been shadowing. Every week I shadow a family doctor, which is a lot of fun. I just like watch them do their stuff, watch them like take notes, like what doctors do. What else? Oh yes, what do I do on my computer screen? Is apparently look at molecular orbitals and ultrasound machines. We took an ultrasound of an Achilles tendon, and it was super cool. So now I want to buy an ultrasound machine so I can look at my ankle. Oh, there was an incident that happened. Um, I don't think I can disclose what happened, but it was crazy. Like I don't think I can disclose it like on the video because like I've been posting these now instead of like just sending them to you guys. But if you're interested, let me know. I'll tell you. What else? Yes, July 11th through the 12th. This is where Reina makes her appearance. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of us together. Um, Shame on me. But I forget what day the 11th and 12th was. I think it was like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I don't know. Someday. Raina and I have very conflicting schedules. So her days off are when I work, and my days off is when she works. But we finally found a time to like hang out together and like catch up after not seeing each other for like 2 years, 1 year, about 2 years. And so we met up after her work and we hopped on the ferry. As you can see, this ferry here. On the ferry, you can't really see it in this picture, but there were jellyfish. Beautiful, beautiful jellyfish. Oh, and the ferry ride was so nice. Not just like the scenery, but like we were just talking the whole time and catching up on everything that was going on. And it felt like we like just didn't stop in our conversation the entire time. We just kept talking and talking and talking, and it was like so refreshing, so nice to like talk to somebody that also went to prep so recently and has like that knowledge and experience, and we have so much that we can connect on, but so much new knowledge to contribute to the conversation because we've been living our own separate lives. It was great. I really enjoyed it. This was us after the ferry. Like we got on the ferry and then we got right back on and turned around and just continued talking. Picture of me. Oh, that's for later. And then afterwards we went to Dough Zone for some dumplings. We ate some dumplings. I dropped her off. And then I drove back home. And I got back home probably around 11 or 12 a.m. Yeah, probably about 11 a.m. And when I got home, I told Danny, I said, Danny, I want to go for a hike. And it took a little bit of convincing, but we got in the car and we drove like an hour, maybe two, to a trailhead, and we parked there. We slept for 3 hours and woke up at 4 a.m. and did a hike. And here's the top of the hike. Oh, I don't know why I do this. to myself, I could have gotten a good night's rest. But instead, I slept in the car and did an early morning hike. See, Danny's not the happiest here. For good reason, too. Ooh, yes. And then we had lots of yakisoba. And so much food. This lasted us like 2 weeks. But it was so good. I was kind of over it at the end. But that was the 11th and 12th. Oh, okay, so the 11th was when I hung out with Raina and went on the ferry. And then the 12th is probably when I did the hike. Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, I forgot to change the background. Anyways, we're going to do Animal of the Week. Yeah, honorable mention, the jellyfish. And then the Animal of the Week is this frog. It's the fairy frog. Like the Ferry frog, the fairy frog. He like sits on top of the ferry. Like well, you can't see where I'm pointing. Oh, right here. See the ferry, and he sits on top of it. Anyways, song of the week. I made this like weeks and weeks ago, so like for me, like personally, it's changed a little bit. So this is like a glimpse into like what I once thought, like my past self. Honorable mention is I honestly don't remember, and it's not loading. Hold on, maybe I can. I think it might have been Malcolm Todd's earrings. I think that was it. Earrings by Malcolm Todd. I think that. Wow. Anyways, song of the week is "Rain Me In" by Sam Fender and Olivia Dean. I still really enjoy this song. It's such a great song, and it was definitely very fitting for that time when I made the presentation. Anyways, sorry you don't get to see honorable mention. Questions. I feel like it's a little odd that I've grown a bit of an audience with these videos. I wasn't expecting it. I just started posting them because they ran out of storage on my laptop. But like now it seems a little more appropriate to ask like if you guys have questions, because you guys can actually ask questions, but no one ever does. Anyways, I'm gonna be answering some questions from Kaylin. Has anyone seen Hoppers? Have not seen Hoppers. Danny and I have not watched Hoppers. I don't know what you mean by your second question. Your third question, who are you rooting for in the World Cup? I don't remember who I was rooting for. And it's been some time since the World Cup, so sorry for the late response. Your fourth question, yes, it matters very much. I think, especially to me, it's very integral. Like, I'd prioritize that over my own. Yeah. And then your last question, Kaylin. I think you just gotta. I mean, it is difficult to like always hear about bad news, and I think in a way I've become a little desensitized to it. But I don't know. I don't know if there is a but. It's just very hard and very difficult, and you just have to take it like day by day, and do what you can and what you think is right. because you know what they say. Gotta get down, because I want it all. Great song, by the way. I've been listening to it more often since watching your video. Next steps. Next steps for me are like past steps because I've already done these. Um, Multi-pitch climbing. You'll see that in the next video. Um, oh, finish my final project, which is already almost done. I kind of mentioned it a little bit in my last video, in my like 40-minute long video where I'm just like talking in the rain about my project. So if you want to learn more about it, it'll be over there. Also, um, this is a little out of order because the multi-pitch climbing video is already out, so you can go watch that. Anyways, uh, I'm gonna go tutor some chemistry for my school. I gotta make my slides for that. I got a PT appointment coming up that was supposed to be like 2 weeks ago, but rescheduled till tomorrow. So it's quite good timing. And then, oh yeah, apparently I got to go see Olivia Rodrigo in concert. So that'll happen eventually. Oh yes, then horseback riding. Hopefully, we'll see. Um, that's all. Thanks for watching. Oh, shout out to Danny and his family. Okay, bye.